Good afternoon and welcome to Friday with Fiona. It's boiling hot and I've got all my lights on. I have got a fan, but it's pretty warm. So I hope you're enjoying the heat and not finding it too much. Thank you for joining me for Friday with Fiona. And I've got some lovely projects using the designer series paper, which is still on special offer at 15% off till the end of the month. I got this out. I don't know why I got this out, because this is what I used last week. This week I'm using the Delightfully Eclectic, which is a pack of 48 sheets and it's 15% off. So it's a really good bargain to get. So we're going to be making 3 cards. And if you spend £27 in my online shop, by Tuesday, the, oh gosh, what's today? 17th, 18th, 19th. Tuesday, the 20th of June, midnight, I will send you everything that you need to make the kits, to make 2 each of 3 cards. So 6 cards is the kit. I will punch out the leaves for you. I'll punch out the circle. The only thing I can't do is send you stamped images, but I can send you a pack with everything else in, like, comes like this with everything cut ready. But before we get started, I wanted to share with you my delivery came the other day, and we have some online exclusives going live on the 6th of July. So I ordered the Christmas one. I've kind of got enough flowers at the moment, and I ordered the bundle, which, hang on, it goes, the design, the piece of paper is like that. I cut it off to put the on my die. That's how I store my dies. So the bundle consists of the horse and sleigh stamp set, which I just love, and I love the fonts and the words. You also in the bundle get 9 dies to cut out the sleigh, and they're quite big. Some snow, what do you call them? Snow flurries. That's the hare, a couple of trees, and the sleigh. And I don't know what that is. A swirl. The size of the stamps, that's not 100%. That is 100%. So they're pretty big. So I can't wait to start playing. I will be doing a Christmas in July, probably mid-July. So 6th of July, the rest of the stuff goes on stale. I'm hoping there'll be some more Christmas bits. The other thing in the bundle is these snowflakes, adhesive snowflakes, and they are in copper, gold and white, and there's 2 sizes. There's a large and a small. Now I haven't opened those yet. What I have opened is the designer series paper, and I just wanted to share this with you because I'm in love with it. I've already made a quick sample with it. So it's double-sided. There's 48 sheets, so 4 each of 12 designs. One side is a beautiful snowy scene, and then the other side is just a colour or a geometric pattern. Oh, I love the little fox in the snow. You can hardly see him. That's Misty Moonlight. I love snow. I'm a bit weird like that. And so these tick all my boxes. Some beautiful colours. That's earliest. Oh, look at the little Bambi. Cute. Oh, it's just stunning. I love this one. Looking down on the footsteps through the snow. This is just gorgeous. I don't know if that's a sunrise or a sunset. This is the one I used for my sample. And it's got some trees on the back. Didn't I show you the backs of those? I don't think I did. Just different colours. Misty Moonlight, Pool Party, Lost Lagoon, more Misty Moonlight. I'm not sure if that's Sweet Sorbet or Real Red. Okay, the colours, it's called One Horse Open Sleigh, the designer series paper. Basic black, boho blue, Cajun craze, crumb cake, early espresso, lemon lolly, which must be in that one there. That one, lemon lolly, I love that colour. Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pebble Path, Pecan Pie, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Real Red it is, and Wild Wheat. And that's the one, as I said, I used for my sample. So just absolutely stunning. So I will be posting about when I'll be doing Christmas in July. And the sample that I made, so it's pool party ribbon, pool party card base, early espresso mats, and then I just cut a piece of the designer series paper and stamped "Wishing you a season of cheer." And it's a fun fold, and I haven't finished it, but I just wanted to share those with you. So they will be going on sale on the 6th of July, and I'm just in love with them already. Okay, so today we're playing with the layering leaves, which is a stamp set, and it coordinates with this punch, which has been out for a couple of years. The Bow punch, I'm not sure how to say it. I just absolutely love these fonts, and the leaves are really fun. So that's what we're using today. I'm also using some new gems. So this is the Tinsel Gems 4-pack, and I think that's Blueberry Bushel. I don't know what, let's have a quick look. Because the interesting thing is I've used, oh gosh, I've not got used to these. Bubble Bath is the pink that I've used. I haven't quite got my head around all the names yet. Now the pink that's in here is Fresh Freesia, but when you put it on the card, it kind of looks like the colour that your inks and things are. Misty Moonlight, oh, I thought it was Blueberry Bushel. Misty Moonlight, Fresh Freesia. No, that must be the 4-pack, sorry. So it's Pretty Peacock, Blueberry Bushel, Berry Burst, that's what that is, and Lemon Lime Twist. But when you put them on there, I think it kind of looks more like the pink that I've used. So let's get cracking. Got 3 cards for you, and have a play. That's the host code there. The link above also has the host code. Will take you direct to my store with the correct host code. So you just need to spend £27 on anything of your choice. So quite quick and simple. It's not really a fun fold. The way I've done it is that you could use it for a gift card. I did have a card here just to show you how it slots in. And so I've punched with a circle a hole for you to get a hold of that. But if you didn't want to, and that's what I'll do, the one I'm going to do now is I'm not going to use it as a gift card holder. That's from the Layering Leaves, and the designer series paper is from the Delightfully Eclectic. So that's card 1, and I have prepped everything. Now I do love this paper. What I might do actually is reverse it to that. Oh, I love that, but then I can't reverse that. I'm not sure stripes and stripes really go, so maybe not. There's my circle, there's my leaves. I have got some more here. What colours did I use? Yeah, I've got a Misty Moonlight one there, and there is some blue in the stripe, so we'll add that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is pop this bit. I think I might be missing a bit of designer series paper. I am, so I'm going to have to cut another bit, but let's get this on first. So I saw it a bit earlier and I thought it was just rubbish, not rubbish, but you know, like leftovers, which I'm going to do into a card using loads of strips at some stage. Oh, typical. Look, that's just finished. Okay, for today I will use Seal, not Seal Plus. This one's not going to run out, but that's okay. It's just designer series paper. If it was something that I needed to be stronger, I would use Tombow. But and it's got a little frame of the Bubble Bath pink around it. I'm absolutely in love with this pink. I mean, I really love Polished Pink, which was the new the in colour that went. Now this, I will use Seal again. So I'm not going to do. So here you can see. All I did was I took my circle punch and punched half a circle there, folded it over, and then just glued the sides so you could get a gift card in. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put it down so it's out of the way. Okay. Okay. So that's that. Now I've got 2 white bits here. One is to go on the front, which is the larger of the 2. Yeah, and then that one will go inside. And I just needed another bit of the, oh, maybe this, I put it in here by mistake. Oops, that's upside down. Yes, that's fine, that fits perfect. So I'll just trim that down. So that needs to be, the other thing I didn't say is when you spend £27 and you get the kit, I send you full written instructions. A proper tutorial. 29.6 scored in half at 14.8 and then 7.4 is folded back by 10.5. So that is 7.5 by 10.5. So I need 7 by 10 on this little bit. So it's going that way. So that must be 10 already. No, it's not. Okay. But for the purposes of this, I'm going to 7. Right, let's do so 7 by 10. More bits for my strippy card. And let's pop that on the front. So again, I'm just going to have a little border of pink on the 3 sides. And then I'm going to stick my stripy bit to my basic white. And that is 8 by 11.5. So this will be 7.5 by 11. I usually take about 0.5 centimetre off. Okay, and then that is going to go on there. So half of it. So just going to put adhesive on this half here. There we go. So that's our fun fold. Pretty quick and easy. And then I've got a bit of the basic white, which is going to go on the inside underneath that. So, and that's where you put your message. So I'm just going to line that up. There we go. Okay, so now to decorate. So I'm going to stamp in Mossy Meadow, and this is just half a circle. So I think this was, yeah, it was a 2-inch circle, and I just cut it in half. And I'm going to stamp. I don't actually need my punch because I've already punched everything out. I'm going to stamp, now there I did hello because it fits perfectly, or just about perfectly. Because my camera is so near the table, forget that you can't see half of the table. So just about fits on there. Lose a little bit of the H, but that's okay. That was using Mossy Meadow. On the other one I used, oh my goodness, my brain is going, it's just fried. Shaded Spruce. Okay. And I'll just clean that because I'm using something different on the other, and I'll need that block. Let's pop that back in there. Okay. So I'm going to take my glue dots and start adhering. So this is a Misty Moonlight. I think that's actually Night of Navy, but it won't be right next to it, so it won't show. And I've already stamped and punched a fresh freesia. Like that. And then I've got a vellum one, which will go over the top. So we'll do this one first now. Oh, that's the other thing I am missing. So I just need a circle. So I'm just gonna, this is my bubble bath, and I will do, I think I did a 2-inch. Oh, I thought I had everything ready, but obviously not. Two-inch circle to go there. I think I actually did that with these stylish shapes, but not to worry. Excuse me. I'm having a procedure tomorrow and I've had to stop one of my meds. So it means I get terrible indigestion. Right. Okay, so we'll pop that on there. That's going to go on with dimensionals, but I'm just going to put my branches and then my vellum branch. Do love vellum. Okay. And I'm going to use dimensionals, which I did get out ready. And that's just going to go over the circle. Yeah, I couldn't remember. A little tip that I learned on one of these Stampin' Up online craft days that we have. We've got one next week, but unfortunately I'm going to have to watch the recorded version because we've got family coming, but that's okay. So put a bit of Tombow at the bottom and the dimensionals at the top, and it kind of makes it 3D. So it sticks at the bottom and then it's more open at the top. So how pretty is that? Right, and then using this beautiful ribbon, it comes in a pack of 3. So you've got Bubble Bath, Lemon Lolly and Azure Afternoon. So I'm going to use the Bubble Bath for this one. On one of the other cards, I've actually used the Lemon Lolly, but then I've used my old olive. No, actually I haven't. I'll explain about that when I get to it. But I've changed the colour of the ribbon, basically. And this ribbon is quite amenable to that. So just get that to the right. There we go. And get my ribbon scissors, because the paper blunts them and you end up fraying your ribbon. So I keep a separate pair for my ribbon. That's why they've got ribbon tied around it. Okay, and again I just need a glue dot for that. It's a bit bigger than the one I did last time, but that's okay. I like a big ribbon. And that's just going to go to the side of my plant pot circle. Okay, so that's card number 1. So that one had the green and that one's got the blue. Just give a bit of a different colour to it. Oh, I didn't put my, okay, let's put my pink. So what were these? These berry burst dots. 2 and a large one. 3. Oh, this paper and this stamp set is just delightful. So that's card number 1. Right, moving on to card number 2. A bit of a change. Still got the pink, but some misty moonlight. Let's see what I've got. Right. Oh, and crushed curry. So I'm picking out the colours in this base designer series paper. It's still the Delight, and this is a fancy fold, so it stands like that. Cute. I really like this. And it's actually 2 pieces of card. So I deliberately haven't scored it so I can show you how it works. But I have got my designer series paper ready. That's the base. That's the front panel. And the stripes is the other side of the one we just used. There, goes there. And then that will be inside. So I just need to get my instructions up. That was a bit silly. I should have thought that earlier. Now what I'll do is I'll measure it. So this bit of card is scored at so it's the same size as the base, and it's scored at 7. Actually, I think it's 9 inches for some reason. No, it's not. Maybe it's right. So 7.4. Just going to write this down. 7.4. And 11.2. Okay, so let's get my scoring, my trimmer, which has also got the scoring. So 7.4, just to score, not cut. 7.4 and 11.2. I'm going to score that one on the other side because it's actually going to go the other way. 11.2. Let's pop that out of the way. I really need a bigger room. Okay, so bone folder. So we're folding that one that way, and that one that way, and I should, oops, have a bit of white. Yeah, so I'm going to pop that in before. I made the mistake last time of I hadn't glued it in before. I just need to trim a little bit off that because it's a bit too wide. Okay. So this should be 6.9 by 10. Okay, so back to the base, and I've got my designer series paper. So this will be 10.5 by 14.85, and this will be 10 by 14.3. And pop that on the misty moonlight. And then this one goes in the middle. I just need to score that a bit more firmly. Now, ideally, I would have used Seal Plus, so I'm going to use Tombow because I want to make sure this doesn't come off. fold that flat, and it needs to go in the middle. I'm just eyeballing. You could measure, but I'm just eyeballing. It needs to come along this way a bit. Okay, I have got a bit of glue there, but I can get that off in a second when it's dry. Well, I'll actually just get my adhesive mat, pop it on there, see if I can get. Yeah, I think I've got it off, that's good. Right, and then on here, we're going to have our flap. So you could do the designer series paper straight on, but I just think the white, because you've got the white stripes, it kind of helps it pop a bit. So let's just pop that on. Please say hi, let me know where you're from. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're watching the replay, welcome. Okay. I think this one is less than, I didn't want a huge surround, so that's less than 1/2 inch. Just got some edges sticking up, and then that's going to go onto my Misty Moonlight. And this one has got a bigger frame. Okay, and then that one is going to lay flat on there. So I'm going to pop Tombow on here again, because it will give me a few seconds to move things around when I set it down. Whoops, that went on the wrong place. Silicone mat to the rescue. There you go. Fold that down. I'm usually all right with Tombow, but being a bit of a nightmare today. Right, okay. Fold that down, and then again you want to try and, I'm just eyeballing it. I want to get the pink on this side then. Just line it up to make sure it's not. There we go. Now it has just stuck to that bit of glue under there, so let's let that dry. Okay, so there we have the fun fold, and now I just need to get my, right, I've got a gem floating around, so I'm going to pop that on here before it disappears. It might already have lost its sticky actually. Whoa, it's alive. I think it's lost its sticky. Yes, it has, so I need a glue dot for that. No, I know, it's, a glue dot will be too big, so I'm just going to pop a tiny little bit of Tombow. Okay, and another one. And then I'll put the big one. So I've got my circle. I'm going to have to move that one. Move it up there. Now that's going to go on with dimensionals, so I'm going to I've got white, vellum, vellum, and I need more Misty Moonlight. Just popping this on my desk. I have arthritis in my hand, so it's punching is quite painful. So I leave it on the desk and then I push down with my wrists. And there we go. So So I'm going to do the same as I did before with the glue dots. So I'm going to have the Misty Moonlight and the white. And the white I missed a bit, so that can go down there so it's visible. Okay, so that's those two. And then I need my vellum. I'll just do one vellum actually. Okay. I did have a heart. Where's that gone? Oh dear, I'm not having a good day today. Where's everything gone? Oh, look. I just found my... Not to worry, that's okay. I can always use extra. And there's my heart. So that's going to go on with dimensionals, which I had a minute ago. Large dimensionals, where are you? There they are. Right, okay. And that's going over there. And then I'm going to pop the larger blue, which doesn't want to come out, on there, like that. Okay. I've even got a little blue flower. I could pop that in. See if it sticks to the... No. I've just lifted the dimensional up. I'm going to pop it underneath. There we go. So I've now got a little flower as well. Cute. And then that goes on with dimensionals. So let's pop some dimensionals on the back of that. I know some demonstrators just use a couple, but I just don't know how they can do that, because all my stuff always like sags in the middle, and I just don't think it looks right, but they obviously know something I don't. Okay, so I'm going to pop that. It's not quite in the centre. In fact, I'm going to do it at an angle. Okay, there we go. And then what I did with the sentiment on this one, let's just get rid of all these. I'll keep finding these all over the place, drive my husband mad. I just need a bit of basic white for my sentiments. Now on that one I did sending hugs, and I stamped it and then I fussy cut it, split it and fussy cut it. But I think this time I'm just going to do thank you, without the so much, just thank you, if I fit on. Thank you. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm just going to mask the so much. And I think I actually stamped that in Pebbled Path. Pebbled Path is my new go-to colour for sentiments, instead of like basic grey or Memento Black. I just think it's gorgeous. So let's see if you can see that. So I've got my mask on, so I'm just going to stamp my thank you, which then means I've got ink on my masking, and then remove the masking, put that to one side, and stamp thank you. Didn't get the Y. Okay, let's turn that over and try again. Oh, I see. I covered the Y up. I thought I was just covering this so much up. So I'm just popping that bit of masking tape back on. Bring back my... Make sure you can see. Bring back my Pebbled Path. Make sure that's really inked up this time. Take that off again. Much better. Okay. Right, let's close that. I'll just quickly clean that, and then I'll I don't think I'm even going to fussy cut that. I'm just going to cut it at an angle to save time. I mean, I just love these fonts, and unfortunately there's no dies to go with them, but we do have some sentiment sets that do have dies. So the one I've got is the Charming Sentiments, which has the matching dies, and there's another set in the annual catalogue as well, which does the same thing. But what I'm going to do this time is just take my paper snips and cut it at an angle. And just need my bone folder because I turned it over so the edges are a little bit raw. And then we'll just have that coming out from there, like that. So again, large dimensionals. Oh, get rid of that. Because I do not want to get ink all over my hands, and trust me, I will. So that's the one that went wrong, and that's the one that went right. So just a couple of dimensionals. 1, 2, and 1 in the middle. And then, oh, that's true. I don't want that one on there. I'm going to put a bit of Tombow because that's going to go on the circle. And guess what? I've got Pebble Path on my hands. I think the problem is, and then new stamp pads, they're so juicy. The ink goes everywhere. Right, so let's try this again. That's it. Thank you. Pop it up there a bit. Thank you. And that should just rub off. There you go. So that's our fun. Oh, ribbon. Okay. On this one, I actually wanted a white ribbon, and the only white ribbon that I've got is the, what is it called? The organza. I think it's an online exclusive now. Glittering organdy ribbon. Glittery organdy, yeah, okay. So I'm going to use this. Got glue on me now as well. I told you I'm having one of those days. Hopefully the weekend will be better. Ribbon scissors. Glue dot. How are we doing for time? Okay. And then just pop that at the side there. Okay, so that's card number 2. I do love that paper with the it's fresh freesia, crushed curry, and bubble bath. I don't know why I keep forgetting what it's called. It's crazy. Okay, so that was card 2, and I have put my gems on. So finally, and do you know what? Each one I think is my favourite. It's crazy. But I do love this. So here we have the third in the pack, which is Lemon Lolly. Now I do love that, but it didn't go with my colour scheme. So I tried it with Old Olive, and it wasn't dark enough. Because it's yellow to start with, it didn't go to the same shade. So what I discovered was that using Mossy Meadow Light, I think that's Mossy, yeah, Light Mossy Meadow, that now looks to me like Old Olive. So how I did that was I've cut this to the right length. I'm just going to make some space, and I'm taking the brush end Oops. And I'm just, well, come on, get out of the way. I folded it up to put it in the bag, so I'm just going to go over my ribbon and make sure I'm getting good coverage, and then move down a bit. I need to put, where's that block one? Let's put that block on it. Oh, come on. There we go. So when I've gone over it, and I will turn it over and go through it on the other side. Don't tell me this is drying up, please, no. I've got ink everywhere. Right, let's move it along a bit. I don't know if it's the heat, but I might need a new one. It's drying up. I don't want to have to use the darks. I think that'll be too dark. Hopefully I have enough ink to get through this ribbon. And then I can set it aside to be drying while we do the card. It's not. I think I might need to get some more. Problem is they come in packs of 2, so if my dark isn't, you know, finished, then Right, I'm going to turn it over and I'll just go over it once more to make sure it's dark enough. Just using a different part of the nib, that seems to be working better. So if you haven't got, you know, ribbon that goes with your colour scheme, this is what you can do. Obviously, if it's white, then you can use the absolute matching colour. But I thought that worked quite well with the yellow. So Mossy Meadow Light, that was the dark. It probably would have worked, but so I'll just pop that to one side and let it dry. Now with this card, another fun fold, and I've used the Scalloped Contours die in Mossy Meadow. I've trimmed my card base, which was an original card base of the 21 centimetres by 14.85 scored at 10.5, and then I've cut, so what was that, 5.25 I've cut off the front, so half of the front basically, and that half I then put through with the embossing folder that goes with the countryside in papers and dies, and that's just going to be glued flat onto there. It's just to give it a little bit of je ne sais quoi. So I've already done my papers. The other thing is the papers are going half and half on the I've cut that the wrong. Have I cut that? Yeah, that doesn't matter. And then I've got bubble bath, fresh freesia and vellum, and Mossy Meadow leaves and a vellum one. And I've got a bubble bath circle. Okay, that's the wrong way around. There we go. So to start with, I'm going to get my papers. Oh, that's what it is. That's it. The lower one is the shorter of the two. Okay. And then there is a bit of a gap which is covered by the ribbon. So I'm just going to pop those on using seal. Really hoping that Mossy Meadow drum was okay. For a minute I thought I was going to be having Mossy Meadow ink on my designer series paper. Okay, I was giving that just inside the stitching basically, which is from, as I said, these Scalloped Contours dies, and I think it's the second or third largest, and I'm just leaving a little gap between the two, and that will be covered by the ribbon when it's dry. So that's that done. Now I'm going to pop this on because it's embossed. The seal won't get enough coverage, so I'm going to pop some Tombow on this and hope it doesn't go wrong like all the others have. I don't think there's a right and the wrong way to have it up. I'm just going up to the score line. There we go. Now, because it's white, I'm not putting an insert inside. Now, my ribbon hopefully is dry. And I can wrap that round my contour. And I'm going to pop my block on to stop it moving. Tying a bow on a video is always tricky, but because of the ink, it's slightly harder, stiffer I think is the right word. So let's hope I can do it. If not, it'll just be a knot, but I'm hoping. Get my tweezers, that might help. Yes, excellent. Okay, and now I can trim that. Ribbon, scissors. Don't know where that went, but anyway. And I'm just going to pop a glue dot underneath to hold it in place, and it'll be covered by the circle as well. Okay, there we go. I'm really loving this colour combination, the pink and the green, beautiful. And then that is going to go there. So again, covering half of the adhesive on just one half. There we go. And you can see the ribbon there as well, which is nice. Okay, so same thing. I just stamped hello on there because of the size. I'm not sure what else I'll be able to get. Oh, what about for you? That might be quite nice. Yeah, that'd be nice for you. And I'm doing that in Mossy Meadow. Oh, Old Olive even. Getting confused now because that was the pen that was Mossy Meadow. Right, for you. And I'm going to do the same thing. Get my leaves. So I've got, let's do the Old Olive at the back. And bubble bath. Come on, bubble bath. That's it, there we go. And then fresh freesia. So I stamped these and then punched them out. And I want that to be lower down. And then the vellum. Don't think I actually put a vellum on before, but you can never have too much vellum in my opinion. And pop that over the top. and then the circle is going to go on. I think I might have done that flat actually. No, it's dimensionals. Okay, dimensionals. So this time I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 because it's not such a big circle. Okay, it's card 3. So let's get some space here. There's the host code, which, as I said, is in the comments above. The link is in the comments. Card 2, sending hugs or thank you. And the first one we did, hello, card 3. So when you spend £27 in my shop on anything, I will send you all the cardstock, the designer series paper. I'll punch out the bows, I don't know how you say it, the leaves for you, but I can't stamp them for you, and the ribbon, and you need to provide your own gems. If you spend over £50, no, £40, I will send you a pack of the gems as well. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you have a lovely weekend. I'm not sure what I'll be doing next week. I've got to do a card for my granddaughter, so I may well, whatever I do for her, which is actually going to be the Zany Zoo, but a fun fold. So I might just do that for the class to go. So as I mentioned, I've got procedure tomorrow, so I'm not sure how well I'll be, but hopefully everything will be okay. Thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye.